Good afternoon, everyone from Beijing, China. It's Wednesday, May 28, 2025. The time is 12:15 p.m. Temperature is 87 Fahrenheit, 31 Celsius. A warm one out here today. We're in the Nan Lu Xiang area, which I've never been to, or literally translate in English, South Luogu Lane. This is supposed to be a neat little alleyway and filled with a lot of shops, restaurants, kind of like a walking street of sorts, although I did see like some scooters go in there. Yeah, here's the overall schematic of it. Guide map of South Luogu Lane. There's like little side streets you can go into and explore. It's not too far from the Shichahai area where I was before. Maybe we could even walk over there once I'm done with Nan Lu Xiang. It looks like the first thing here is a anime store, Dragon Ball Z. This area certainly looks like it has a lot of character to it. Gardenia 16, like the pandas last night. I'm glad you thought so. Here we have Chagi, China's fast food version of Starbucks. The logo is even similar to Starbucks. I've never tried it yet though. See, it's not exactly a full walking street because scooters are allowed to come in here. It's nice that there's some trees here, otherwise the sun will be quite strong. Similar to Shichahai a little bit, because some of those scooters are allowed there too in certain areas. Oh, nice. You can get fruit bowls here, drinks. This looks like a food court. I didn't think this area was going to be this dense. Garfield Max says Beijing street foods make you hungry now. Oh, I have plenty of street foods. That is a roast duck roll. It's what Beijing is known for, the Beijing Kaoya, Beijing roast duck. Chocolate Company. By the way, if you'd like to come here, there's 2 subway lines that come right up to the south entrance. Lines number 6 and 8. The Nan Lu Xiang subway stop. Yes, Nick, formerly Peking, as in Peking duck. Even this restaurant has the old name of Beijing, Peking. DN asking if the exchange rate is good. Well, for that question, I'm not too knowledgeable about the historical exchange rate to the Chinese yuan, and I guess you mean from the US dollar, so I'll throw up that chart. Let's do US dollar to Chinese yuan and look at it 10 years. So, as you see here, 1 US dollar is currently 7.198 Chinese yuan, basically 7.20, and it's increased against the Chinese yuan over the past 10 years, but over the past year it's lost 0.64%, so it looks like it's within a range between 7 and 7.34. We're like almost at the middle now, so that gives you some context of the exchange rate. Hung Mao says it shows the history of the exchange rates. Yeah, if you have good charting software or Forex platforms, you could look it up. The one I use is XE. Okay, 免费 for free. Let's see. It looks like rice crackers. Oh, it's sticky. It's really subtle, like subtly sweet. Got a little nutty flavor for it. Actually pretty good. I would say it has like the graininess of Rice Krispie treats if you had that before. But I would say like a fifth of the sweetness as Rice Krispies. Yeah, you can get a lot of free samples here, it seems like. Ooh, look at that dragon. It's spilling water out of its mouth. I wonder if that dragon is made out of like silver or something. Yeah, it is so cool. Ooh. Very crumbly and hot. I can't actually touch it right now, it's so hot, but crumbled in my hand. It's really good, but it's too too soft. I'm always like looking over my back because these scooters are coming by every once in a while. I smelled this before I even came to the window. It's like fruit heaven in here. Let's see how far this lane goes. Wiggly Jiggly's Cafe Bar and Food. Fish and chips, and they have the UK flag here, the Union Jack. Hey, come to Beijing and you can enjoy some English food and some pasta. Why not? I've eaten a lot of international food in different places. It's 820 meters. That's the area with all the lakes. 3 lakes there and 10 palaces. Oh, this is Wiggly Jiggly's also. Evan will take one of everything. Oh. My gimbal just flopped again. I touched it. Oh, they got custom eclairs here. Wow, they look like really chocolatey. I hope my camera isn't overheating, by the way. I didn't bring my fan with me. Hard to believe it's 87 Fahrenheit here. We can still make our way over to Shichahai. Might not be a bad idea to get this phone out of the heat. Jerry says the variety on food looks endless. Yeah, it does really seem that way. There's so many varieties of different kinds of foods here. It doesn't just have to be food from Beijing. Crab roe flavored fried buns. This is the Ju Putong. Evan says not sure if this area should allow bikes. Well, it's allowed and you gotta watch out for them. Or I guess it's the other way around. They're responsible for us. But even still, I don't trust everybody and I'm looking over every once in a while. Thankfully, it's not the busy time. I would imagine this place gets packed at nighttime or on the weekends. Look what it is. It's Singbake Cafe. Hey, it's not my pronunciation, it's Pleco. Starbucks. Singbake. You know what McDonald's is? It's this right here. I don't even know what it is. 麦当劳 Singbake and 麦当劳 This might be the end of Nan Lu Xiang. I see the street here. It lasted for a while though. Zazo says there's not a lot of tourists. Well, it's also in the middle of the day and it's hot out. Hotter than what it's been. We'll swing left here and maybe we'll hit the drum tower and then head over to Shichahai. I wonder if people here call 7-Eleven Shichahai, or is it just 7-Eleven? Or maybe it's Shichahai. I don't know. One of these teas looks good just about now. I wonder what KFC is. Oh, they have KFC too. Here. Kendeji. Kendeji is KFC. 麦当劳 Kendeji Singbaker. I'm going to be calling it those names from now on. I'm going to forget how to say them the English way. You know what my grandfather used to call Burger King? He couldn't pronounce the name, but I guess in our family's dialect, which is Thai Chinese, it's a variant of the Yue dialect that's spoken in Guangdong. He called it Burger King. Burger King. I'm sure it's not like that in Mandarin. I don't know if it exists. Oh, they have it. Oh, this is more literal. Han Bao Wang. Han Bao Wang, which is literally the direct translation. Burger King. I miss my grandfather. I remember he told a story to my dad once. He asked my dad to go to the pharmacy because he needed some Rockside. And my dad was like, what? What's Rockside? And my grandfather's like, just go to the pharmacy, ask them for Rockside. They know what I mean. So my dad goes to the pharmacy and is like, I need some Rockside. And the pharmacist is like, peroxide? And my father's like, yes, Rockside. There's a nice tree-lined street. Very pretty. Mehdi says, not the China the media tells me exists. Well, it depends what kind of media you listen to or you watch. As for me, most mainstream media I've lost trust in. However, there are things in the mainstream media that you can notice if you look hard enough. That's as much I'm going to say there. Many times you can spot a lot of patterns in the media. Sometimes hidden knowledge. Can I read Chinese? Some characters I can. I'm not that great at it. I say at my height, I was able to recognize at least 1,500 characters, but I'm severely out of practice. We're not even still on Nan Lu Xiang, and this street has tons of food and stores. Really nice. We've got the drum tower in front of us, although we can't see it that well because of the trees. Evan says such a beautiful day out. I can't wait to get to the lake area from the drum tower. I think the Shichahai area is much beautifuler than this. I think you can still go in here and go to the top. Yeah, tank top DM. I haven't seen any rats yet since my stay here. Oh, this is a better view here. Let me get a picture of this. There we go, we got it all in frame now. Oh man, this bakery smells amazing. British Pistachio Chocolate Tower. Tiramisu Tower, Matcha Napoleon. Oh man. Better walk away from that unless you want to gain 10 pounds. Oh, come on. And now my gimbal is crooked. Let me try to fix this.
亲爱的顾客您好，欢迎光临老西安饭庄鼓楼店。本店主营
I am noticing that my gimbal is getting a little bit hot. It's not really the phone, but the gimbal. It could be Hung Miao. I've used this gimbal for a while now, but it wasn't that bad, so I kept using it. The Shichahai area is directly across the street. How's the air quality today? It's 94 PM 2.5 moderate. Which isn't the best air quality, but still good enough for me. Yeah, J. Coriel, I like the storefronts too. They're very inviting. All right, let's cross the streets. Guoluba. They're supposed to stop for us. And this guy's not. Yes, Lizzo, I did notice her. There's a lot of people with cameras in China. Yep, no traffic lights with that crossing. Just have to be careful and pay attention. Yeah, there's Starbucks back there. Okay, Shichahai. This is more my type of vibe than Nan Lu Xiang, especially because it's by the lake and it's breezy. It's kind of warm today. Scooters are still allowed here.
Hello, rickshaw.
Rickshaw. So this is where they take you. Christian Hansen says more R's in the Beijing accent. Yeah, you notice it with a lot of words. Instead of words like a little, 一点, they call it 一点儿, and you can say over there, 在哪, but in Beijing it's 在哪儿. Or wait a little bit is 等一下, but in Beijing accent is 等一下. It's not too much of a major difference, but it is noticeable. It is a lot different than when I was here on the weekend. A lot less people. Yeah, it is buffering a little bit here. But there's only so much I can do on this eSIM. I think I may have to try Shichahai one time and let you know how it is. There's people waiting outside for this restaurant. Must be good. Sounds like number 122 is ready to eat. Sounds like a broken record. Yi er er. Yi er er. Yi er san. Thanks, Evan, for 20 Canadian. Such a heartfelt story to share about your grandfather. Thank you for sharing that. Really made me laugh. Family is what makes life worth it. Thank you for taking us today. Appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching. Yes, Paris, I've seen Gongcha here in Beijing. No, I won't be renting a rickshaw, Lizzo. Yeah, that's a good point, Dutchman. I haven't really seen any tree root issues here. Maybe that's just because of the way the sidewalk was made, or the roots aren't going that way. This area coming up should be a lot easier to navigate compared to, I think it was Sunday I was here. Something tells me I'm still gonna run into someone just rounding the corner. Nope.
就怎么卸那个从那个厨房后门卸，刚才他不回来跟着卸来着啊？当做面子。
马上睡着了。
I'm sure most of these people here rely on the traffic from the weekends to make their money. Also, it helped that Sunday was a lot cooler than it is today. The sun is really beating down. I'm also glad that when I did the Great Wall of China, the weather wasn't like today. There's still tour groups coming here, but it's not an overwhelming amount of tour groups like the weekend. Another Starbucks. I like the architecture of this Starbucks. Haven't seen a McDonald's around here yet though. Not around this area. Yeah, Rick, I haven't been here at nighttime, but I could imagine this area looks so nice. Alright, let's throw this out. It's recyclable. Actually, let's take a look at how Beijing does their trash and recycling. So, oh wow, they want you to put shirts in here and books and plastic bottles and a rice cooker. And here you've got food like soiled paper, cigarettes. I don't know what those two are in the lower left corner. Just put an entire rice cooker in a public recycling bin. It must be so heavy. That's so Chinese. They have a label that you could put a rice cooker in the recycling. You won't find that in the US. They'll have, oh, you have metal cans, aluminum, glass, but no rice cooker on the label. Maybe the American version of it is like a barbecue grill or something instead of a rice cooker, but they won't even go that far. Let's stay around the lake. I think I'll finish the loop around the lake and I'll wind down this live stream. Yeah, that's a good point, Jay Coriel. At least Beijing seems to have readily available trash bins, unlike Tokyo, where you have to go to a convenience store to find one. Yeah, that's what I've noticed too. This one needs to be emptied. Oh, this is different. They don't put Alright, this is better. They have newspaper, plastic bottle, aluminum can, wine glass, and a t-shirt as examples. No rice cooker. It's interesting how they recycle clothing here. Usually in other places it gets dropped off at like a donation bin or something, but I don't know how you would recycle the clothing publicly. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, Fun Feeds. Is it a hazard to throw clothes in the trash? I don't know how they reuse the clothes. I would think it would be better off at a public donation point. That way it doesn't get mixed with all the glass and the metal and stuff, and then think about the people like handling the clothes. They might get cut or something. Where if it's a separate donation bin, it'll be easier to sort out and wash and reuse. Yeah, they could use it for burning too, for heat, but I don't know, it seems like a waste of clothing to use it for heating. Oh, Jay Coryell flew from Hong Kong to Vietnam via Vietjet. I flew from Vietnam to Hong Kong with Vietnam Airlines. Mainly because I didn't want to hassle with Vietjet. They're notoriously known for having bad service and charging you for everything, including carry-on luggage and being overweight just a little bit. And they even charge you for water on the plane. It was a no-brainer for me to pick Vietnam Airlines, because I was like, oh, I have a carry-on luggage, but we've almost completed the loop around this lake. Fun Feed says, but food should be included in the fare. Not all airlines include food for free. You have to look up the airline. Some things which airlines used to give out for free, now they charge for. Checked baggage, full meals, headphones, pillows. You want to check your suitcase? It's $30. In some cases, 35, 40 bucks. Unfortunate for me, I have to pay most of the time for my checked luggage because I need it. I'm not someone who could really just carry with one carry-on luggage. Because my carry-on luggage is my laptop bag with all my electronics and camera equipment. Can't put any clothing in there, or toiletries or personal items.
全程穿戴好救生衣。 严禁站立及坐在船头，严禁下水游泳，严禁飞码头区域上岸，严禁
All
超
right,
员。
folks.
谢谢您的配合。
I just made a complete loop around the lake, and I'm gonna wind down my live stream. I'll get something to cool me down here, maybe an ice cream cone, and take the subway back. Thank you for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the live stream today.